What's going on, Five9 friends? Iron King here as your host for your weekly dose of Gacha news. This week we have closed betas to check out, a new game announcement, collaborations, and more. As always, if you guys enjoy the video, feel free to leave it a like, comment down below what gachas you're currently playing, and don't forget to subscribe to Five9 Gaming Mobile for all your mobile gaming needs. Now with that out of the way, let's get right into this week's news. Starting us off this week, we have big news surrounding Sword Art Online Variant Showdown. The game is currently accepting applications for its closed beta test that will take place in June. Those interested in participating have until the 16th of May to apply. There's 10,000 spots available, so act fast if you want an early taste of the game. If you're unfamiliar with Variant Showdown, it's an upcoming mobile project that is meant to commemorate the 10th anniversary of SAO. The title is described as a 3D action game, and in the beta, players will be able to battle as Kirito, Asuna, Celicia, Elizabeth, and Lifa. Each of these characters will come with two skin variants, one unique to the game, with the other emulating the characters' looks from the anime. The costumes aren't purely cosmetic either. Based on the skin you have equipped, players will be able to use different skills, allowing them to allocate their units to be more attack or support based. Beta testers will be able to experience a portion of the game's original story with an exclusive closed beta event called the Battle Arena, Revive Blue-Eyed Demon, being available as well. In the event, players will be able to face off against the Gleam Eyes, the first boss Kirito defeated in the anime. There will be 3 different difficulties for players to choose from, with the higher difficulties netting more points. These points will determine how many beta exclusive rewards a player will receive. Additionally, 10 lucky beta testers will be given t-shirts for the anime's 10th anniversary. If you'd like to apply for Variant Showdown's closed beta test, please visit the game's official website for details. Sword Art Online Variant Showdown is expected to release sometime this year for Android and iOS devices. Next up, we have Nier Reincarnation and its ongoing collaboration with Final Fantasy XIV. The collab features the White Mage, the Dark Knight, and the Dragon's Lance from Final Fantasy XIV. Unfortunately, characters from Final Fantasy XIV aren't making a direct appearance as playable characters. The representation is instead being fulfilled by skins for Nier Reincarnation's characters. That being said, there will also be an original story for players to check out as well. If you'd like to see our resident whale Nolar go in on the banner and live your gacha dreams through him, link in the description below for his summons. Nier Reincarnation is immediately available on Android and iOS devices worldwide. As we roll into the summer season, we all know as gacha players that there are 2 things guaranteed. Shafts, as per usual, but more importantly, swimsuit skins. Oh yeah, and for this story, Revive Witch will be continuing this tradition. Well, hopefully without the shafts, but we'll see. Anyways, from now until May 31st, players will have the opportunity to collect new dolls, furniture, event rewards, and of course, swimsuit skins, baby. Additionally, there will be login rewards for 7 days during the duration of the event, allowing players to obtain stamina items and a free bathing suit skin for Yothaya on the 7th day. The event has a pretty unique take on dishing out rewards based on the time of day. For example, resource stages completed in the day will give players wood, sand, and stone, but at night they'll receive items like conch shells, pearls, and coral. These resources are used to not only unlock the beach stand, but also to upgrade the beach stand as well. These resources are used to not only unlock the beach stand, but also to upgrade the beach stand, allowing players to purchase even greater rewards from it like Nocturna. In the Isle Adventure event, players can get rewards like skill enhancement material, doll ascension material, and more. Also, this badge will be permanently open to players, giving them the opportunity to obtain rewards while away from the game entirely. Alright, now for the important stuff, the characters. In blue, we have SSR Midsummer Dream Sugetsu, who can grant herself immunity to 1 instance of damage and can dish it out just the same to a singular enemy. Next, there's URC Guardian Simbrit. In brown, she can deploy a shield that absorbs damage for her allies. Lastly, there's UR Beach Rambler Ardisa in white, who can deal damage to enemies and increase the magic damage of her allies simultaneously. And lastly, Shuffle, Tama, and Akasha will have swimsuit skins available as well. If you'd like to participate in the Isle Adventure event for Revive Witch, you can right now because the game can be immediately downloaded on Android and iOS devices for global. On the topic of events, Alchemy Stars is having its own called the Hidden Truth fragments of a feast. Definitely a little less eye candy and summer filled, but hey, I can dig it. The event will operate in 2 phases. The first, a peculiar tale, and a second called a banquet's end. They both started yesterday and will conclude on the 29th of the month. Rewards like spirituals will be up for grabs when participating in both parts, and there'll be hard and nightmare difficulty modes for the second part, perfect for players that crave a challenge. 5-star Aurora May and her Solamber will be available in the event store, with upgrade materials, furniture, special star flares, and more being purchasable as well. The event store will be around a little longer than the event itself, leaving the game on June 2nd. Summons will also conclude on the 2nd of June. In terms of who's summonable, there will be 6-star Lenore and Giles. Don't fret if you don't pull them, they'll both appear on the mainstay recruitment banner after the rate up banner expires. Lastly, a racer skin will be available for a Kanali. It can be purchased in the store. That about wraps things up for this update, and if you'd like to get in on everything it has to offer, Alchemy Stars can be downloaded on your Android and iOS device, now for global. Unexpectedly, a Lord of the Rings mobile game got announced this week called Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. It's being described as a free-to-play collectible role-playing game that'll have strategic elements. So basically, it's a turn-based RPG with a gacha. You might be wondering why you're seeing a Star Wars game on your screen while I'm talking about a Lord of the Rings game. Well, the reason for that is the developers working on Lord of the Rings also worked on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And based on the description of the game, players should expect it to play fairly similar to Galaxy of Heroes. In terms of story, the game will tell a new story as opposed to following the series' established canon, meaning that you may see familiar faces and scenes from the Lord of the Rings, but characters and events may play out slightly differently. A release date for Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth hasn't been determined at this time, but it will release exclusively on Android and iOS devices. For JP and beyond this week, we have a treat for Jujutsu Kaisen fans. Puyopuyo Quest, Sega's classic Match 3 puzzle game, announced that it would not only be having a collab with JJK, but a live stream as well 2 days from now on the 14th. The confirmed characters thus far are Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara. Unfortunately, with all the big news and reveals being saved for the live stream, there isn't much else to say on the topic besides the initial announcement. That being said, with the live stream taking place in 2 days, it should be safe that the collaboration will take place sometime this month or early next month at the least. For more information, make sure to check out the live stream all about the collaboration on the 14th. It will feature Yuji Itadori and Nobara Kogasaki's voice actors. As you guys have been seeing, collaborations in Puyopuyo tend to work like the video above, so expect something similar for JJK. If you're interested in trying out the crossover when it goes live, Puyopuyo Quest can be immediately downloaded on Android and iOS devices for JP. If you're looking for a new gacha to try out, look no further than Tree of Savior M. The game is now entering its second closed beta test, giving players the opportunity to try the game out if they missed it the first time around and experience the new changes the developers have added. Applications for the beta will be accepted on the Naver Game Lounge until the 30th of May, so there's still time to apply. The beta itself will run from the 31st to the 6th of June. It's only available in South Korea, so a VPN will be required to play. If you've never heard of the game, it's a mobile version of a free-to-play MMO on PC that goes by the same name. It's known as the successor to Ragnarok Online, featuring the same composer for that same game. In-game, players can move freely in a top-down view with real-time combat against NPCs and other players alike. The most unique feature about the game is its class system. It contains 5 base classes with over 70 subclasses to choose from. Players can do cooperative missions with friends and even duke it out in PvP. If the game sounds at all up your alley, Tree of Savior M will launch its closed beta test in South Korea May 31st for mobile devices. To close us out for the week, we have an update on Konosuba Fantastic Days and its collaboration with a scientific railgun. The crossover event itself just went live yesterday, and it features Misaka Mikoto, Kuroko Shirai, Uhara Kazari, Seitan Ruiko, Mikasa Emoto, Accelerator, and Last Order in its story. All the characters involved in the game's original story will have full-length voice acting. The summonable characters are Mikoto and Shinrai, and Accelerator, with Megumin and Yunyun receiving skins inspired by the crossover. The collab summons will be split up. The first part will be available from now until the 31st, with the second being from May 21st until June 31st. Players can acquire Kawaki Desu yo Mikasa Imoto for free. All they have to do is defeat the event boss 3 times. The event will be playable until May 20th. Additionally, the crossover will feature collaboration exclusive items like Misaka's coin, Kuroko's darts, and more, so make sure to get them before the collaboration period ends. Throughout the event, there will be plenty of rewards to collect and login bonuses to get, so make sure to log in every day. If you'd like to check out everything this collaboration has to offer, Konosuba Fantastic Days can be downloaded on Android and iOS devices for JP. And that wraps up this week's episode. Thanks as always for tuning in, and for latest in everything gacha and mobile gaming related, make sure to tune in for every episode of Gacha News. Catch you guys in the next one. Iron out. Peace.